Headphones. Cut the unmute that. Give me a one if you can hear me in the chat. Cut, so, put the line. All right. Can y'all hear me well? If you can hear me well, put a one in the chat. All right. All right. So yeah, man. So our people, we seek our own understanding. Our people seek the understanding of this world. We seek our understanding and going by how we feel is correct, and we've been following that forever. You know what I'm saying? And our people been destroyed because of following this type of way. So we most definitely want to get into the understanding of the Lord, because we ain't having the understanding of the Lord, we gonna fall short every time. But we gonna always be trying to figure it out or trying to find the question to be answered. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So the understanding of the Lord is what gives us these understanding. The understanding of the Lord is what shows us how to move and what to do in situations. You understand? So we most definitely want to get Proverbs 28:5 for the start out with our people, man. You know what I'm saying? And so lucky for the technical difficulty this afternoon, man. But we're gonna get it right. So, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to follow a certain way in order to get this understanding, man. And when you get this understanding, you already automatically know that certain things is a no-go. You understand? You're already on the level where you already know that this is a no-go. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Like, if you don't seek the understanding of the Lord, you end up in prison, or you end up dead, unalive on the street. You end up becoming a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? Alcoholic, or god doggone LGBT, when you don't seek the understanding of the Lord. And then you don't understand when actions take place. When something happens, you know you lost for why it happened. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, 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 shalom. I'm about Shimmy out shot. Jada. So you got a question to put in the chat too. But yeah, man, so we want to talk about the understanding of the Most High God. Right? You got that? Go ahead, read that.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 5. Evil man understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
Read that again.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 5. Evil man understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
Evil man understand not judgment. He don't understand why this took place, or the right judgment to give to somebody. He don't understand when judgment takes place. You know what I'm saying? Because his knowledge and wisdom coming from the street ways of life, street ways of living in life, and it always lead us down the wrong path and end up being more destroyed as a people. You know what I'm saying? You understand? So, you know, an evil man don't know what's the right judgment. He thinking that he should murder, kill. You know, an evil man think that long as I get high, I figure it out. But evil man don't know what the judgment is. When you see somebody get their life taken in these streets, you don't understand why that took place. When you see innocent, your child end up getting killed in an incident, you don't understand judgment. When you live in wicked, the Lord will punish you. Or he will punish something that's close to you. And our people don't understand these things. We don't understand when judgment takes place. We don't understand what real judgment is. You understand? Read some more of that.
Oh, God. Verse 6. Better is the poor that walk.
No, go back. I'll read it again.
Come on. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 5. Evil man understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
But they who seek the Lord understand all things. Why is that? Why is that the people who seek the Lord understand all things? Why is that? Why is an evil man don't understand it, but the people who seek the Lord understand it? Why is that? You got an answer for that? Anybody in the chat got an answer for that? Why does people who seek the Lord understand it? They got understanding. You know what I'm saying? You understand this? I'm gonna give it to you for a short time anyway. People who seek the Lord they understand that when certain things take place, the Lord did it. We understand how the laws work, and we understand that the Most High gives the judgment. We understand things when it takes place. We understood when that flood came and unalived a lot of people out there in Texas. We understood that. You know what I'm saying? We understand the reason of ICE. We understand these things are why it's taking place. You get what I'm saying? You understand? So a man who seeks the Lord get understanding. That's the first thing first. What we gonna bring out? A man who seeks the Lord will get understanding. You can't get understanding on your own. You can't go to, big homie on the block like we used to. And nowadays coming up, we used to go to big homie on the block and try to get all the understanding, but his understanding was giving us more instruction. Was bringing us down a real dark path. You understand? And his judgment is not the judgment of the Lord. His judgment is his own understanding. You know what I'm saying? You understand? You might go to the homeowner block and he think the answer to your problem is selling this pack. You understand? Like, this is what we thought judgment was when we was dealing in the streets, when we was dealing with people in the streets. Understanding real judgment, knowing that I came in here and I got in this truth, and understanding like, man, my life could be taken, I can be judged at any time by the Lord because I did a lot of things that I could be judged for by the Lord before we even came into the truth. You understand? That's understanding, knowing that, your life can be in danger any time by the Lord because things that we done. Understanding now. When you come into truth and then you understand like, man, like I did so much, man, the Lord can judge me for these things. Even though you're trying to change your life around, turn around, whatever the case is, the Lord might feel like you ain't doing enough. The Lord might feel like you ain't doing as much as you should be doing. You understand? These are the understanding of the Lord. And these are the understanding of knowing what to do and how to move. Knowing that it's some type of way to live to get this understanding. You got to know it's a way to live to get this understanding. And you got to stop rejecting when we come out and tell you this, man. We've been telling you this over and over. This is the law class we're teaching right now. And I'm teaching more and more and more. Every law class, I'm teaching you more and more about how you got to be obedient to the Lord. You got to obey his statutes, laws, and commandments. You got to be more of a brother. Brotherhood class is on Tuesday. We teach on Tuesday how you got to be more of a brother. Then when you come into the law class, we teach you how you got to continue to obey the Lord and keep his commandments. This is law class. This is what we teaching you. But when we get out and go to telling you this, you got to stop being so rebellious. As a people, our people, when we go out on Saturday, we go out and teach and telling our people that these laws, about these laws and about how they need to change. You know who the main people attacking us? Who the main people attacking us? We get out there on the corners and we get the teaching that you good. Our people, you know what I'm saying? That's right. Our people, our own people. Our own people would be the ones to tell you that get out that corner with all that. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear all that. Do you think the Lord don't know about this? Give me that scripture. Give me Isaiah 30 and 9. Isaiah 30 and 9. It be our people, man. It be our people be the ones that come on the corners of the street and get to fussing at us and telling us that don't nobody want to hear that. Well, we only telling you that you the greatest people on the earth and that you got to come back and obey the Lord. Why are we so hated for saying this? Why by our own people? Are we that stubborn that we don't want to hear nothing? You know what I'm saying? You understand? Like we don't want to hear nothing. Not if it's telling us to change. Not if it's telling us to stop doing what we're doing. We don't want to hear none of that. Shalom, Lord of Christ, young man. And then whilst I see you in the building, man. Oh, you too wild. You too wild. You know what I'm saying? Now you make it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Just make it, brother. But yeah, man. So you know, we got to be the ones, the people that stop being so rebellious, man. When we come out here telling you this, let's read that. You got that? Isaiah 30 and 9 gonna tell you something that is much more for you to understand that this is you and us that he's talking about. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
These are rebellious people, lying children that will what?
That children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
That you will not hear the law of the Lord. You don't want to hear the law of the Lord. That's our people. Nick don't want to hear what you talking about he can't eat pork. You don't want to hear that. You can't don't tell me that I gotta stop doing what I do every day. That I gotta put the cigarettes down. I gotta stop whoring. I gotta stop drinking so much. I gotta stop being a liar to my people. I gotta stop hustling my people. Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. Y'all get off the corner with that. I don't care if I am a great person. I'm the greatest man on the earth. You know, if we was out there, that's how people think. But if we was out there telling you that you is the greatest man on the earth, the greatest people on the earth, and you still continue to eat pork, crab, strip, lobster, you know what? You will be dealing with us. You would be in here if we taught that, just like the Christian church teach. That's why the Christian church be so flooded, because they tell you exactly what you want. They give you exactly what you want. You know what I mean? They give you exactly what do you want. And that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Read on.
Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, and prophecy not unto the right things.
Oh, say that again. Read it again slowly. Just skip it.
Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophecy not unto us right things.
Not. Read that again. Come on, slow down. Read correct.
Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophecy not unto us right things.
Prophecy not to us right things. The Lord said, these people right here don't want to hear it. He said that you said, don't prophesy to us right things. Don't tell me what's right, what's wrong, and what's right. I don't want to hear all that. Read on.
Okay. Speak unto us smooth things.
Speak to us smooth things. Smooth things. Read on.
Prophecy deceit.
Prophesy to us deceit. Be deceitful for us. We love to hear something that's gonna lie and deceive us. Something that's very smooth to my hearing. I don't want to hear all that. I can't celebrate Christmas. Who that sound like? Who does this sound like in the Bible, man? This is us, man. Like the Lord said, evil man, wicked man don't want to hear, you know, he don't seek understanding. He don't want to, they don't even want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. As long as you speaking what the pastor's speaking, that hey, if you're gonna prosper, you're gonna make it. Hey, the Lord will forgive you, the Lord loves you, and all you gotta do is ask for forgiveness, and you shall obtain riches. You should get that big house, you should get that nice car. All you gotta do is depend on the Lord. We was talking that kind of talk. Y'all will flood us. And we're not speaking that. We're not speaking. We speaking what you hate to hear. We speaking what you hate to hear. That you can't be this bastard that you live to be like. You can't be a person that's following your own understanding, want to do what you want to do. You can't do it. We're gonna speak to your soul and tell you the things that you like the most. You cannot do it. You got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of that shrimp. You got to get rid of whoring. You got to get rid of being, a wicked man, a molester. You got to get rid of being a drug addict. You understand? You got to get rid of these things. And this is something that I already know is not happy to you. You don't want to hear nothing like that. That's how people, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. And it's the reason why we don't understand what the Lord wants. We don't understand how to move. We don't understand when judgment takes place. When you've been out there whoring, now, go ahead. When you've been out there whoring, now you can't understand why, you don't understand why you got STD, or why you got gonorrhea, or why you got AIDS. You understand? Like, these judgments take place, and we understand when you get these type of things, what it is. And hearing the truth here in the Isupk, we understand these things. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We understand that this is a judgment from the Lord. You know, in the Christian church, they'll blame everything on the devil. That's the devil. When you living like the devil, you living like the devil. You living like a bastard, doing whatever you want to do. Doing whatever you want to do. You don't understand why the Lord put you in that position. You don't understand why the Lord set you down and gave you 10 years in prison. You understand? So, drop that. Give me Ecclesiasticus, the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 21 and 11. We're going to get more into about having this understanding of the Lord and not seeking your own understanding, man. Stop going to the church. The churches, you're not going to learn nothing in these churches. You're not going to learn anything in the churches. Yeah, you're not going to learn anything in the churches. So just stop trying to figure anything out going to the churches. And here in the Isupk, man, if you want understanding, you get counsel. You can come here and get counsel for your situation, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a righteous thing for us to do. To seek counsel. To come to this truth and seek counsel, man. When you feel like you don't know something, you don't understand something, come seek counsel by priests and prophets of the Lord. By people who live in like the Lord wants you to live like. The Lord wants us to be priests. The Lord wants us to live in a priest way. That's what the Lord wants from us. You understand? Like, you can sit up here and say 21:11, Ecclesiasticus, the Apocrypha, 21:11. You know what I'm saying? So, for the church will tell you your main part of understanding, the church will tell you that it's done away with. You don't have to do these things. And that's why we so low. How long we been taught this in the church? And look at us as a people now. We are so destroyed as a people, man. We don't know. I mean, we in doom. We are doomed. Ain't no way we can have the understanding. Ain't no way we got the understanding. We cannot have the understanding right now as a people the way we are right now. Because we had the understanding as a people right now, we will be gathering ourselves together, building our nation up right now, waiting for the Lord to come back, waiting for Christ to come back. You understand? Christ waiting on us to get it together. You got that? Go ahead, read it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 21, verse 11. He that keep the law of the Lord, getting the understanding thereof. And
he that keep the law of the Lord. Do what?
Okay. get the understanding thereof.
When you keep the law of the Lord, you get the understanding. You're not getting the understanding steady sinning every day and saying that the law is done away with. You don't understand. You see how crazy that is right there? Read that again loud. Loud.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 21, verse 11. He that keep the law of the Lord get the understanding thereof.
He that keep the law of the Lord get the understanding thereof. So how is it that the church telling us law is done away with and you don't have to keep no commandments? When this telling us that we will have understanding if you keep the law, the commandments. Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. The church telling us it's this way, and you don't have to keep no law. Paul said this and Paul said that. Paul kept the commandments. Paul followed Christ and did what Christ wanted him to do. And that's keep the commandments. Be more of a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we get to this point? Read on some more.
Come. And the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
And the perfection. And the fear of the Lord is perfection. You know what they said? You know what that means? The perfectness. You can be perfect when you follow the law and commandments. The perfection. You end up gaining understanding and perfection. Follow the laws and commandments, man. And what else? And wisdom, right? Read that again.
Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 21, verse 11. He that keep the law of the Lord getting the understanding thereof. And the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom. Verse 12. He that is not wise will not be taught. But there is wisdom which multiplies bitterness.
Said, you will not, if you, a wise person wants to have understanding. A wise person want to know how to move and what to do. You know what I'm saying? You become wise when you follow the ways of the Lord. When you learn his ways and his commandments, you become wise and make us wise as a people. It makes us wise. The Lord ain't telling you not to do this, just not to do it. He's telling you that for certain reasons. There's always something behind what the Lord wants. And it's a great move. It's a great move what he be doing. Not eating this, not doing that. Your health can get very destroyed. You understand? The Lord used to burn frankincense and myrrh, as what y'all see smoking right here. And we understand now, in the truth, we understand that when we looked up to see frankincense and myrrh, what's smoking right here, we understand that it helps your health. Even the smell of it has a lot to do with bettering your health. Like the Lord, there's always something behind it. The Lord knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, man. And we don't. We don't. You follow your own way, you don't know what the Lord's doing. And you can't continue to if you get in this truth, and when you start to hear these things, understand this. You're going to have to change your surroundings. You're going to have to change your surroundings. I'm not saying that you can't go to the club and nothing like that, but people that you deal with. If you know you dealing with a brother that's wicked, all out wicked, and he ain't going to hear none of that what you saying, what made you think that you coming around, keeping the laws and commandments going to change him? He might end up destroying you, making you wicked. You know what I'm saying? You understand? Like, sometimes you're going to have to avoid these people, man. You're going to have to avoid these people just to stay on point. And that's understanding. That's having understanding, knowing that, hey, I can't even continue to be around potty instead of drugs because, he don't even talk the way I talk. He ain't thinking the way I think. You know what I'm saying? I come around here chilling with him every day, knowing that I'm in the truth, knowing I'm obeying the Lord and trying to put it on him when he's not getting it. Maybe the Lord don't want him to get it. It happens like that too as well. You understand? Like, these things happen, man. These things happen. That's why the world is the way it is today. Look at Trump, man, the way he moving, man. He don't have no understanding of his Bible, man. No understanding at all on how to move in life. He don't understand that. If he had true understanding of his Bible, he would know that blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans are the chosen people who he need to be treating the right way. And maybe he would be blessed. Bless those who bless Israel. He's assuming that these fake Jews that's over there in Israel right now is the Jews, is Israel. They've been blessing them since the beginning, and nothing but war and doom has been coming to them. But they are not the people, man. They don't fit the prophecy of this Bible, man. They don't fit the prophecy of this Bible. You understand? They don't fit the prophecies of this Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say when it comes down to this day, and how wicked today is, today is you need to be gathering yourself around brothers who think just like you in this truth. Brothers who trying to build, because iron sharpen iron, man. Iron sharpen iron. And you come more sharper in your ways instead of damp and get dull in your ways. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might just let the Lord just move on a brother, man, because some brothers just not going to hear it. Our people don't want to hear it or accept it. You know what I'm saying? So these what the thing is. Give me drop that. Give me 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in replacement of Officer 1,000-line gun tonight. So you know what I'm saying? We'll make it short. We'll bring out some scriptures, man, and show y'all about understanding, having understanding in this law. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wrap it up with that. But give me 1 Corinthians 15 and 32. But we can back up, you think of mine, but we can back it up in the scriptures about, you know, being around brothers with corrupt minds. No understanding in the law. You understand? If y'all got any questions, I'll put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. You got that? 1 Corinthians 15 and 33.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manners.
Read that again. Slowly.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33. Be not deceived.
Be not deceived.
Evil communication corrupt good manners.
Evil communication do what?
Evil corrupt good manners.
It corrupts good manners. Be not deceived thinking that you can be able to, you know, hang with the homies all the time and ain't got nothing to do with the truth. Don't be deceived, because evil communication corrupts good manners. You'll forget how to act. You'll mess around and be diving in those same corrupt communications, having those same corrupt talks. You understand? Like, let's not forget that we all come from them. We wasn't always this way coming in the truth. We all come from that corrupt conversations. We all come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't born into the truth. We was born into the wickedness. We was born into corrupt mindsets. That's how we came into it. That's why when we come to the truth, we call it being born again. Being a baby, start out being a baby again in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and working your way up to being a man in this truth. Don't be deceived by corrupt communication. Don't be deceived dealing and dabbling with people with no understanding of the law. Because then you're going to become a person with no understanding. You'll become a people of just no type of wisdom at all. No wisdom at all. And that's us. That's us. Because if we had the wisdom, we will build each other up. We will know not to kill each other, not to treat each other the way we treat each other. We both mad at each other more than anything, and we've been taught that by our person to hate each other. We growing up hating Mexicans. Mexicans hate black. This is how we was raised. And all these things is wrong, man. They wrong. Shalom, Lord of Christ, put not out the doctor. While I'm trying in. You know what I'm saying? And these things is corrupt, man. They is corrupt. So what made you think that you can sit around and thinking you don't fool yourself? I say don't be deceived, don't fool yourself, thinking that you can hang with the same corrupt homies that you used to hang with. Don't deceive yourself. Don't fool yourself any more than that.
Come. Verse 34, away to righteousness, and sin not, for some have not not the knowledge of God. I speak this to your shame.
Read that again.
Verse 34.
Understand what the Lord is saying right here. Read that again.
Away to a righteousness.
Awake to righteousness.
And sin not.
And sin not.
For some have not the knowledge of God.
For some have not the knowledge of God.
I speak this to your shame.
He speak that to our shame. It's a shameful thing not to have the knowledge of God. In these days, it seems like they flip the script now. In these days, they try to make it shameful for you having the knowledge of God. But the Lord said it's shameful. He speaks to our shame that you don't have the knowledge of God. He said some of us don't have that knowledge. And he speaks that to our shame. Like it's a shame that you don't have the knowledge of the Lord. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like you don't know the knowledge of the Lord, the knowledge of the Most High. You look out here, man, you see all the creation on the earth. Who did that? Where you get trees from? Where you get the moon and stars? Where all these things come from? And you want to go against the main creator? How was there other animals? Who made all these things? And you don't want to have that knowledge? Who made you? You don't want to have that knowledge. It's a shame to not have the knowledge of the Lord. It's a straight up shame, man. Read that part again, man.
Okay. It's the 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 34. Sorry, start at 33.
Yeah, go ahead. Start on 33 and all the way down to 34.
Verse 33. Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manner. Verse 34. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of God. I speak this to your shame.
Some have not the knowledge of God, and he speaks that to our shame. And we should understand that it's a shameful thing. We can actually look at our people and see that it's a shameful thing, but when we don't have the knowledge of the Lord. Look how we act. Look how we act as a people. We be so shameful, man. We be so down and messed up as a people without having the knowledge of the Lord. Our people be on these streets, man, looking bad, man. Looking bad. In love with their oppressor. You know what I'm saying? They will hate you and fall in love with the main enemy that's destroying them. Don't even know it. And be mad if you mad at that enemy, man. That's how destroyed. Listen, man, let's get that. Hosea 4:6. Hosea 4:6. We bring this out all the time. We bring it out all the time, man. Let's read it to y'all. Just in case some people There's some people in the chat don't understand or online don't understand that the Lord said this anyway. That's why it's a shame for you not to have the knowledge of the Lord. It's a shame for you not to have the understanding of the Most High. You move in a way that's shameful, man. Move in a way that other nations despise you. You understand? Hosea 4:6. You end up moving that way, man. Because you don't have no understanding. So you live like a bastard. You live any type of way. You end up becoming more and more like your oppressor. With no morals. With no type of understanding, man. You got that?
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed from lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
My people have, read that again.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed from lack of knowledge.
People are destroyed. My people, the Lord said, my people, the Israel, my people, black, Hispanic, and Native American, they are destroyed because of what? Because of lack of knowledge. Lack of understanding of the Lord. That is why we destroyed. The Lord telling you hands on, you have no understanding and no knowledge of the Lord will make you a destroyed people. And that's what we are. We are destroyed because of that. We are destroyed because of that. It's some more on it. Good.
Thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
Man, you hear that?
That
you have rejected knowledge. Goes for the people that I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that. You don't want to hear that, man. You don't want to hear nobody talk about these commandments. That's what make us priests and prophets of the Lord. Because we teaching about commandments. We teaching about following these commandments, man. You understand? Like we teaching about that. And you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Then the Lord said, read that again.
I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me.
That you will be no priest to the Lord. And this is what the Lord wants from us. He wants us to be priests and prophets of the Lord. He wants us to be priests and prophets, man. You reject him, he will reject you. The Lord's not with you. You out there talking about you don't want to hear all this, you ain't want to hear this. Man, listen, man, I'm about to hear all that. You won't stop and listen to what we trying to tell you about this truth, and you ain't soaking it in and taking heed. You don't want to listen, you rejecting it. The Lord gonna do what? Read that again from the top.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
That you will be no priest to the Lord. Come on, man.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Oh, man, you hear that? You forgot the law of the Lord. He said, guess what? I'm going to forget your children too. I'm going to reject you and your kids. That's the Bible right there for you, man. I'm going to reject you and I'm going to forget your kids as well. You don't want to hear the law of the Lord. You don't want to hear the commandments. You don't want to hear what the Lord telling us to do to make you wise, to receive knowledge. Then He's going to reject you too and your kids. Be prepared for your kid, the Lord not being with your children. Just understand that. You don't have the Lord is not with you. He's not with you. And that's a dangerous a real dangerous thing to not have the Lord with you, man. Especially in these times. And then go back to the understanding, having the understanding of the Lord. So you hear the truth, we know that when certain things happen, sometimes just the Lord wasn't with you. The Lord wasn't with you. A lot of people, get unalive by police on the streets, on the corners and stuff like that. The Lord just wasn't with you. What you want to say? What you want to say that the devil did? We giving that white man too much credit. The Lord carry out judgment. Even when you think you're carrying it out, the Lord's going to carry out the judgment. You understand? There's some more of that. That's it. Okay, well, drop there. Give me 1 John 5. 1 John 5 and 2. No, you know what? Give me a slot. Give me John 8. John 8. John chapter 8. We're going to go with this because we need to get the understanding of who we acting like. Our people, who you think you acting like? Who you think you out here being a sinner, being a wicked man and just living the way you want to live? Chapter 8, verse 43. 43. When you out here just living the way you want to live and don't want to take heed to nobody understanding or nothing like that, when you constantly then you be the main one, we be the main one to say want to put everything on the devil. Oh, that's the devil. I rebuke you, devil. And all these things you want to say. You don't understand that you talking about you when you want to act. It's talking to speak about you. Let's get that. Sometimes you can live like that. Let's get that. You got that?
Okay.
Read it.
John chapter 8, verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech?
Why do you not understand his speech?
Even because he cannot hear my word.
Even though you don't even want to hear his word. You will not hear his word. You don't understand his speech. You don't want to hear his word. Read on.
Okay, verse 44. Ye are of your father the evil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
Hold on, read that again. Start over, read it again.
Verse 44. Ye are of your father the evil, and the lust.
The devil.
The devil's like the devil.
Read it again.
Verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father.
Ye are of your father the devil. And hearing the truth, we know who the devil is. The devil is the white man, your oppressor. You're just like your oppressor. You have thoughts just like your oppressor. He want to live this type of way. He want to worship on Sunday. He want to betray people. You have the same thought. Read on.
Okay. And the lust of your father you will do.
And the lust of your father you will do. Everything that your oppressor, when we speak of oppressor, we're talking about this white man, this devil that's against you. You would do everything that oppressor does, man. Like you would sit there and celebrate his holidays. You would sit up here and pick up that iron, that fire, and kill your people just the same way the oppressor does. He kills and unalives you all the time. You're going to pick up them drugs the same way your oppressor does. You're going to do everything the lust of dog. Listen, you're going to eat pork the way your oppressor does. All his lust. You're going to celebrate Christmas, your oppressor holiday. You're going to celebrate the 4th of July, your oppressor holiday. You're going to celebrate birthdays. You're going to celebrate Mother's Day, Father's Day, your oppressor ways. You're going to do everything that your oppressor does, that your father does, the devil. Read that again, man.
This is John chapter 8, verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech?
Why do you don't understand the Lord's speech?
Even because ye cannot hear my word.
Slow down. Even because you don't even hear his word. Why you can't understand that? Why you can't understand the Lord's speech and you don't hear his word? This is what the Lord asked me. You know why you can't hear it? You know why you don't want to hear it? You know why Negroes out there telling us to get off the block and don't want to hear it? Read on.
Verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil.
You are of your father, the devil. That's why we tell our brothers, our people out there when they act like that, you love the white man. You love the white man. And our brother will sit up here, we would be telling the white man is the devil, and our brother would come up here and fight against us and say, that's wrong, blah, that. Read on.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
The lust of your father ye will do. Read on.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was a murderer from the beginning. Yeah, he was the first to do that. Y'all think y'all catching bodies and doing all that? You say, I got a body and all that. You know who you get your ways from for real? You know who's really that murderer? Who's really that person? Your oppressor, the white man. He was the what? Say that. Say, read that again. The devil was the what? He was a what?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
From the beginning. Goes all the way back. What is that speaking on? When he say he's the murderer from the beginning, what is this speaking about? What is this speaking about? Shalom, Lord of Christ, I see. What is this speaking about? Who was the murderer from the beginning?
Oh, just like you said.
Good.
Cain.
Cain. It goes all the way back to Cain. When you end up reading about Cain, right? When you end up reading about Cain, you end up reading about how Cain, God changed him and made him, where you can see the blood flow through him. And Cain was a murderer from the beginning. And he was afraid because he said, when people look upon me, they would know, they'd see me and want to unalive him because of the way he looked at. The Lord made him a white-skinned man with his blood flowing. That's why white people, you can see their blood flow through them. But that's another topic. We don't get into that. That's a whole other topic. But he was a murderer from the beginning. The devil was a murderer from the beginning. Read on. Come on in.
And abhor not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
Right.
When he speaks.
And he went. Say that again. Read that part again.
And abhor not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
There is no truth in him. You ain't gonna get the truth out of your oppressor. You're not gonna get the truth out of your oppressor. And guess what? And if you living like him and you think like him, you like your father, you don't get no truth out of you either. You do the lust of your father, the devil. So you act just like him. And the Lord said he become your father. Because you do everything he wants you to do. Understand that, man. That's heavy because a lot of our people live just like who are they living more like? If you living more like the Most High or you living more like your oppressor? You doing what your oppressor wants? Sunday worship. All these things that he have out for you. All these things, as far as how you eat, or how you live, or how you dress, and how you think, and how you move. Is you doing more with the Most High do or the oppressor? Because how you living, that's what you honor. That's what you honor. You honor your father, the devil. See, this comes with understanding, man. When you understand that living that way cause you to be that way, then you want to stop. You will stop acting that way. You'll stop serving your oppressor, being like your oppressor. the devil, and there is no truth in him. Ain't no truth in that man. Look how many treaties he had. Did he keep any of his treaties? No. Everything he do is a lie. Everything he do, the way he move, everything he created, his holidays, his way of eating, his way of thinking, his way of now you want to trick you and have you thinking that a man is a woman because they got became a transgender and all this. Everything about him is a lie, man. It's a lie. He wanna marry Adam and Steve and all these things. It's a lie. Everything is about him is a lie, man. The time, think about it. They tell you that the next day start at 12 o'clock. The Lord said the next day start when the sun sets, when it get dark. When it get dark, it's already the next day. The white man tell you 12 o'clock. Everything about him is a lie, man. Everything. Everything he do is a straight up lie, man. Understand that. And we living off by the way he live and by the way he think. Have us thinking that a snake actually can talk and all this stuff. Straight up lies, man. Christmas, Santa Claus dropping gifts in you. Everything is a lie. Tooth fairy and all this nonsense, man. Yeah, they just say that again.
Bunny rabbit. Lay an egg.
Yeah, they got a bunny rabbit to lay eggs and all this stuff, man. Everything about this person is a straight up lie, man. The truth is not in him. Alright, read that again.
So, this is John chapter 8, verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. Verse 44. Ye are of your father to eat the devil, and the lust of your father ye would do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speak of his own.
He speak of his own.
For he is a liar, and the father of it.
He's a liar and the father of lies. You hear that? He said he's a liar and he's a father of lies. Is it hard to tell, man? Is it hard to tell that? He's the one that tell you that he the one came with that doctrine and said Paul said the laws is done away with, which is a lie. He the one came that Sunday is the day of worship, the Sabbath day and all these things, which is a lie. How many lies, man, listen, man. Y'all bring us some lies in the comment. Check. How many lies, all kind of lies that we growed up listening to this devil, man. Listening to this devil. Go ahead. It says it's okay to eat pork. It's okay to eat that swine, which is a lie, man. Straight up lie. Everything he does is a straight up lie. The way of his timing. He think to change the time. He think to do everything. That's why he says he's the father of the lies. He's the father of them. You understand? The father of lies. Give me Colossians. I'm gonna drop that. Give me Colossians. Colossians 2:8. And that's why you gotta stay away from people who think like him. Our people who does what their father does, the devil. You gotta stay away from people like that because they're fully in the Christian church as well, and it's in the mosque as well. Muslims too. Muslim and Christianity think that way, man. They think like the devil. You understand? Like they more and more Christians. Muslims like nothing but Christians too, man. You understand? They Christians too. understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have to come up out of these ways right here, man. You gonna have to come out of the ways of thinking, man. You cannot live a lie. Why? We've been living a lie all our lives, man. We've been told that we ain't chosen people. We've been told that we are nothing but nicks and spits. They trying to take your history out of the schools right now. They trying to delete your history about what happened to you and slaves and all these things. They trying to take that out of the school books. But they ain't already took it out. You understand? Like, they don't want you. They want to just create all kind of lies about you. They don't want the truth to be out there because the truth is not in them. Understand that the truth is not in them. They don't want the truth, man. Go ahead, Colossians 2 and 8. Go ahead.
This is Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Beware that let any man spoil you from philosophies of vain deceit. Christianity, your philosophies and all these talks about, Sunday worship and thoughts about zodiac signs and thoughts about all this nonsense. Read that again. In vain deceit. All this.
Colossians.
Go ahead.
It's Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, out of the tradition of men.
Out of the tradition of men. The tradition of men. You being so traditional. I spoke on this last law class about, brother, young man Walter brought it out about, you listening because your grandma and them and other grandma and them did it. Tradition. And that don't mean that it's right. You're going off tradition. And that tradition has been lying to us since the beginning. Vain deceit. The traditions of men. It said beware of that. The scripture said beware of that. Don't fall for that, man. Don't be in that Christian church listening to that tradition. If everybody doing it, you're going to have to question it. That's what I tell you all the time, though I say it all the time. If everybody is doing it, you're going to have to question that. Because the priests and prophets, we does the opposite. It seems to be the opposite. It's what people hate. You're going to be hated. You understand? You're going to be hated. Read that. Read on that.
Okay. And redeemers of the world and after Christ.
The remedies of the world. And not after Christ. Woo, you hear that? The remedies of the world. What's those remedies of the world, man? Zodiac signs. What else? What else? The remedies of the world. That you got to cook greens and stuff on the New Year, wash your clothes. The remedies of the world. What y'all got to say about that online? Check. What else remedy of the world? What's the remedies of the world? Anybody in the chat? Bring us some remedies of the world, man. I know y'all know. I know we got plenty of remedies of the world out there. What's the remedies of the world? What's some of the remedies of the world? You understand? Remedies of the world. Everything, man. There's a lot of remedies of the world. And everything your oppressor does is a remedy. It's a remedy, man. Everything he does, we'll have to question. Everything he does is a lie. He said the truth is not in him. You can't go to him and expect to hear the truth about nothing. You can't believe that. You can't be like that. You can't believe that. You understand? So let me get this last scripture, man. Give me Matthew 6 and 24. Matthew 6 and 24. Matter of fact, don't give me the 1 Corinthians. Give me 1 Corinthians 3 and 18. 1 Corinthians 3 and 18. We're gonna end with that. So I see what you're saying. Yeah, the Constitution can be a remedy. Yeah, the way they do things, the way they do the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? So, most definitely, I would consider that a remedy too. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that white man does, our oppressor does, became a remedy to us. He laid it down to us, and it became a remedy of all us trying to do, a tradition. You know what I'm saying? Something that we always just follow suit and just continue to do. Whether it's wrong or right, whether it's a lie or the truth, we still do it. We know a lot of these things that we do, we already know that it's a lie. But you know, we know what our excuse be as a people. We say, oh, it's for the kids. We'll try to put the kids into this. Us black people are always trying to make a way to save this oppressor. Oh, it's not that. We do it for the kids. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why teach your kids these lies, man? Why we can't teach them the truth? Why we can't do the high holy days in the Bible? Go ahead. Right. You know what I'm saying? We lie about all those things, Santa Claus and all these things. Why we can't do what the high holy days say do? Why we can't do the feast of first fruits? You know what I'm saying? Why we can't do the Passover? You understand? Why we can't do these things? The Day of Atonement. All these things that the Lord tell us to do. Our people don't even know these things. You say these high holy days, our people, they're looking at you like, huh? What is that? The Feast of First Fruit. We supposed to know these things. The Feast of Atonement. The Day of Atonement. You know what I'm saying? Passover and all these things that we celebrate in this truth, man. We're supposed to know these things. And our people do not know it. They don't know it at all. You got that? Read it.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. Let no man deceive himself.
Let no man deceive himself. 1 Corinthians 3 and 18, right?
Okay.
Good.
If any man among you see to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
Listen to that. If any man deceives himself thinking he wise in this world, really? Nah. Let him become a fool. What the world will see you as a fool. When you come in this truth, that's how they look at us. That's how they look at us. They think we fools and all this. They call us crazy, they call us fools, they call us all kind of things. Read that again.
Okay. This 1 Corinthians chapter 8, chapter 3, verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you see to be a wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
Let him become a fool that he may be wise, man. Become a fool for the Lord, and that you may become wise. You understand? You got something? Go ahead.
Verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is the foolishness with God.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness. Foolishness.
It's like foolishness.
Foolishness with God. The wisdom of this world is foolishness with God, of course. This world thinking they wise and think they got all the understanding and they just know everything on how to do and how to act on certain situations. And it's foolishness to the Lord. Lord don't understand. Man, listen, the Lord is not hearing that. All your ways is foolishness. That's why nothing never lasts. That's why people end up losing their life. People end up, with all these type of diseases or end up in jail. You understand? Because of your wisdom. They wisdom got us about to be in our World War III right now. Most High in Christ for that. Bring World War III, man. Bring the fire. Push the damn button. You understand? There's some more of this.
For it is written, he taken the wise in their own craftiness.
He taking the wise in their own craftiness. They thinking they being crafty and all that. Yeah. But they are crafty people, yeah. Against us. And He's gonna take them in their own craftiness, man. You understand? So, anybody got any question, man? I'm gonna end with that. You got a question, Josh? You got scared enough. Alright. Anybody got any questions in the chat? And once again, man, we're the Isupk case start off with 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command General Hunter. And this is Alabama Law Class. You know what I'm saying? Chime in, check in with us, get the true understanding of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got questions, anything about your relationship, or anything like that, man, call us and get the understanding of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to fix our people, man. That's what I go. We're going to fix our people. Alright? So with that, pray Triple Kadash Layan, I put to read the security announcement.
We are the Isupk, meaning Israel, or Muslim, means sand. We are the Isupk, started 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for the new brothers and sisters. When the new brothers and sisters come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After the 6 months, if their brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to their brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will record each other. After 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is commandment. Numbers 18 to 1, Malachi 8 and 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'aisha, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give treasury department or a teacher priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whosoever among you would like upcoming holy congregation, announce holy congregation from the sheep, remain opium and off to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, and headband to start. With that, I'm in Israel, Amazon, back. Amazon, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak.
Master, personal to the sisters. Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak.
Master,